Spy on him, kidnap him, kill him even. That's what the CIA under its former director Mike Pompeo is accused of plotting for WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange in a recently published report.
Pompeo and other top agency leaders were completely detached from reality because they were so embarrassed about Vault 7, said a former Trump national security official. They were seeing blood.
The Vault 7 series of document leaks put WikiLeaks at the top of the CIA's most hated list in 2017, as it exposed the tools and methods used by the agency in hacking operations. The CIA itself described the leak as a colossal loss, and plans to assassinate Assange were apparently thrashed out among the CIA's top brass, and presumably to get away with calling it all an offensive counterintelligence operation. Pompeo branded WikiLeaks a hostile intelligence agency.
WikiLeaks walks like a hostile intelligence service and talks like a hostile intelligence service.
RT asked the CIA for comment on the Yahoo News report's claims, which have certainly upset many journalists and whistleblowers already.
The CIA is a disgrace. The fact that it contemplated and engaged in so many illegal acts against WikiLeaks is an outright scandal that should be investigated by Congress and the Justice Department. These new revelations, which involve a shocking disregard of the law, are truly beyond the pale.
If you're a journalist, American or otherwise, you need to understand that turning a blind eye to this story moves the entire world toward a paradigm where the criminalization of journalism is routine.
The US government is slowly suffocating, silencing and killing someone solely for the crime of reporting documents that every major media outlet in the world determined were newsworthy. And few in the US corporate press care because he's never been in their clique.
While these revelations have now grabbed the attention of many, the key ones are in fact not new. They feature in a 2020 investigation by the editor-in-chief of The Gray Zone, Max Blumenthal. He suggests that the CIA somehow impersonated former Ecuadorian President Evo Morales to advance its agenda. Back then, he came on RT to tell us about the CIA's misdeeds.
I obtained an email in which Morales, who does not speak English very well, is giving instructions to his employees at the Ecuadorian embassy in perfect English on how to set up a secret, separate video server to circumvent the Ecuadorian security services and feed video back to the United States to the American client. This email was sent from an IP address traced directly to the Venetian Hotel of Donald Trump's top donor, Sheldon Adelson, and Brian Nagel, who is Adelson's director of global security. And this is significant because Brian Nagel has a decades-long career at the U.S. Secret Service. Morales's employees who were involved in the operation to not just spy on Julian Assange, but revealed that they had even been told to consider an operation to assassinate Julian Assange, the top dissident in the West, with poison.
With the CIA accused of plotting to kidnap and perhaps even kill Julian Assange, the UK must surely be now asking itself whether it can really take Washington's extradition request seriously.
We spoke with John Kiriakou, a former CIA analyst and a whistleblower. He thinks the report has damning implications for the issue of press freedom.
The world understands that the United States is trying to criminalize journalism. They refuse to accept the fact that Julian Assange is a journalist, that the American people own this information and they have the right to know what it is, and that the government, behind their backs, the backs of the American people, is trying to assassinate someone who has not been convicted of a crime. At least in Washington, this is going to be a day-long story. Somebody's going to get promoted inside the CIA for coming up with this operation. No one will be held accountable, just like no one was ever held accountable for the torture program or the secret prison program. You know, one of the things that we learned in this article was that the British intelligence service, the external intelligence service, MI6, was apparently involved, you know, where they were talking about shootouts, the potential for shootouts in front of the Ecuadorian embassy. That was the British that were supposed to be doing this shooting. When they talk about shooting out the tires of a Russian plane that might have been taking Julian Assange to Russia, that was the British that were supposed to be doing the shooting. So I would certainly hope that the British courts finally say enough is enough. There's no way that Julian Assange should or could be extradited to the United States, and he should be free to go.